And I was just telling this girl, "Oh, look at this guy I'm talking to." Like, and he was cute. He played basketball. He was cute.
Yeah.
And then she goes, "Oh, Emma, you're too pretty for a black guy. Like, you're too pretty. Like, don't be dating." You know, like it's like there's this stereotype that you think lower about yourself.
I'm your host KD, and today we have a special guest. Welcome, Emma. How you doing?
I actually prefer M, but thank you.
M?
Yes.
Oh, my bad. M. Welcome, M. How you doing?
I'm doing great. No, I am doing great. Except I didn't realize how hot it was gonna be today. So
Yeah, it's all
your
good.
girl look a little cooked right now.
Yeah, it's all good. That's great. Let's get straight to it. So when we was talking, one of the things you had mentioned that you can't date, you prefer black guys over white guys. Why is that?
Okay. Well, it's not just so specifically black men. It's just non-white men. Just because I mainly see my brothers and white men.
Yeah.
And then people commonly confuse, like, the last white guy I did date, I was at like a college thing, and she said, "Oh, God, thought you were brother and sister," and that was just it for me. That was it.
Okay.
Like, you know.
So, cause I had, uh, I had a couple people. Not even say a couple people. I had like two white guys here, right? And I asked them like, what's the difference of dating a black woman than dating a white woman, right? And they gave me their response. So I want to ask you this. So, if you don't mind sharing, what's the difference of talking to a black guy than it is talking to a white guy?
I don't know. White guys don't really like me.
Really?
Yeah, they think I'm annoying. I don't know. Like we just don't really vibe.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Huh. So what about black men, the black kings you like about?
Well, it's definitely the vibe. Like I can have a conversation. I can have deep
Yeah.
conversations. And it's like I hate too how black men have these stereotypes because I mean, there's men I've just dear friends with,
Yeah.
they're just wonderful people, and it's just this like immediate assumption I was sleeping with them, and it would be like, no, we never had anything, but it's just because I'm friends with the black guy, like that means I'm fucking him, you know, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I remember too, like in high school, like I didn't really like even mess with dudes at my high school. But all my friends, well, majority of my friends were guys. I did have like a girlfriend group, but like I had a guy friend group.
Right.
And so when the teachers and like the principal would see me, like just I'm watching them play basketball, like we're just kicking it. They just assume that I was
Right.
sleeping with them, and it was like a whole rumor was started. My mom got involved, and I didn't do anything.
Yeah.
I didn't even kiss any of these dudes. I never sent them a booty pic or nothing. Like, it was all innocent. Like, it was all made up.
I get it. Yeah, something maybe you think it was like hatred? Like this white girl taking on a black man?
No.
Or the school you went to was like dominant, what was it?
Well-
Dominant black, white, or?
It was Milwaukee Lutheran.
Oh, okay.
Enough said.
Yeah.
I mean, because it kind of had its own, I guess, social system set up where you had the kids that their parents paid, for you to go there, and then you had the kids who, were school of choice.
Yeah.
So, you can imagine, like, the stereotypes about it.
Right. Okay, I get it. So, like, you don't mind sharing, like, what was that moment where you're, like, where was the moments that you realized you like black men? Like, what put that seed in your brain to like black men?
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, if you're listening, I've loved you
Uh-oh.
from the moment I could even have a crush.
So he was your first black crush? Okay.
I love Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson.
Really?
Yep, he was The Rock.
So if you and The Rock was in the same room, you probably pretty much spoke.
Absolutely. He's just so
Yeah.
big. Like, he's so big. I think he could just lift me up.
Yeah.
and just carry me into a
Yeah.
better life. I don't
You
know.
crazy. Oh, you crazy. You crazy. Nah, you know, so crazy. I used to like well, I ain't gonna say I used to. I
You
like
watched
white
wrestling?
women. No.
Oh, white women. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah,
We're back
yeah,
on that.
Yeah. Nah,
I'm
do
like,
I
oh, you liked wrestling?
Nah, you crazy. Nah, like would I prefer a white woman over a black woman? That I can't answer that. I don't know if I
Well,
would.
don't. I mean, don't. Because my situation is so specific. You know.
Yeah.
Also, there's a traumatizing moment that I saw my brother naked.
Fucking stupid. Wait, what about seeing your brother naked was traumatizing?
Okay, listen. So yeah, growing up, 3 brothers.
Yeah.
My middle brother and my little brother, they just be having like prank wars, right?
Yeah.
There was a few other victims to the prank war. My dad was one of them. The
Okay.
bristles got cut off his toothbrush, but that's another story.
Oh shit.
But essentially, I'm in my room minding my business. My little brother runs in, hides in my closet, right? Then all of a sudden, my door swings open, and here's my brother, butt-ass naked, with nothing but some red, like, socks on, saying, I'm not naked, I'm wearing socks. And I just started screaming, like, what the fuck? And he said, Emma, I'm so sorry. I didn't think you'd be in here. It's my room, bro. It's
Well-
my room.
Wait, how old were y'all when this happened? And why was he naked? Like, you ever asked, like, what he was trying to do?
White dudes are weird.
But you
White
know,
dudes do that stuff like that, and it's like, you know, the like. You ever seen like, whoop, I'm gonna break your
No, you
equipment.
good, you good. No, you can talk, good.
No,
you
I
good.
want it up here.
No, you good, okay. Crazy.
I want it higher. Okay, sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you. I apologize. Shit, what were we talking about?
You were saying, like, how white guys are weird and what else?
Wild Boys, right? Steve-O,
Okay, yeah.
you know, that's the kind of stuff they do. Just the craziest stuff, but naked. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, Wild Boys, Jackass.
Yeah, I remember
Jackass. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it. Yeah, that's what I was thinking of.
Okay.
So yeah, you know, stuff like that, just wild, crazy stuff.
Okay.
Crazy pranks. Like that's what they were trying to do.
Girl said I'm not naked. That's crazy.
I'm not naked. I'm wearing socks.
Yeah, that's a crazy experience.
So
definitely. So you being in like you dealing. So I'm pretty sure you have experience being in relationships. And then, before I even switch topics, I do want to ask you: did you receive flack of dating outside your race?
Absolutely.
Why? From who though, and why?
Anybody that felt like they had an opinion could just speak on it. Like when I tell you, I can remember vividly, it was like one of my first jobs, and I was just telling this girl, oh, look at this guy I'm talking to, like, and he was cute. He played basketball, he was cute.
Yeah.
And then she goes, oh, Emma, you're too pretty for a black guy. Like, you're too pretty. Like, don't be dating. You know, like, it's like there's this stereotype that you think lower about yourself because you date, you know, black men. Or even, I would say, probably, well, my daughter's dad is Hispanic, right?
Yeah.
But I still kind of got the speech of, like, well, why don't you date a white guy, you know, when we broke up?
So
Yeah.
the girl who told you that, was she black or white?
She was white.
Damn.
She was white. I mean, she was white. She wasn't even my friend. Like,
Damn. So she
just
said,
a coworker. Just a coworker. I'm just showing you, like, you know,
Damn.
we were just like doing some girl talk, you know.
Was she
a little
young
bit.
or old?
Well, we were both young. But
Damn.
Yeah.
Damn.
like,
That right there says that right there speaks volume about her perspective on black people and black men in general.
Yeah.
Damn, that's crazy.
no, for real. She was dead to me after that.
Yeah. Hell no, that shit crazy. So do you catch any flack with your with your family and shit like that?
I used to. I used to, but I think looking back at it now, I think it was more so the person that I was with.
Oh, okay.
And then they were just like using that just because they were upset about who I was with.
Yeah.
Because I've been with like black men that have, you know, my parents have loved. So, you know, I don't know.
Oh, okay. Because like when I talk to like white men, like the 2 white men that I talked to, well, not say 2, 1, like they had caught flack of dating outside their race, and I didn't know
Yeah.
I didn't know it was a common thing in the
Well,
white people.
what ethnicity did they?
No, he was white.
No, he was white, but like who
Black. She was black.
See, and that's the thing, because my brother, he doesn't date white women.
All right, so he prefer black women?
No.
We prefer like Asian?
Asian.
Yeah, I see that.
You know, the Asian or Hispanic.
Yeah,
you know?
I see that. I see.
Which is fine. I'm not, because then I'd be a hypocrite. But you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? It's fine. But he never got flack for it.
Yeah, even with, like that with the black community, like, you know, with my community, like sometimes they catch flack of like, you know, dating outside your race and shit like that. And when I want to ask you, have you ever experienced like a black girl being mad at you because you taking like, I ain't say you taking all the men, but did you catch any flack from black women for like dating a black man?
Honestly, no.
That's good.
Honestly, no. Because I think that, like, the circle I have, you know, I mean, it's like the people I have around me, I've never caught that, like, to me personally. Like, it's funny because I even have, like, my girls, they'll post, like, you know, they hype me up, you know, and whatever, but then they, like, post those things, and, you know, I'm not going to say, I'm not even offended. Like, I know it's just, like, you know, that's something that I can't even speak on or relate to, you know? So that's why I'm, like, I'm just over here. Like, I know you guys still love me, so it's okay.
Yeah. Oh, interesting. I want to ask you this, too. Now, I'm going to be ignorant with what I'm about to ask.
Okay.
Have anyone ever asked you why do white people smell like dogs?
Kind of. I mean, but in the sense, like, they'll say, like, you smell so good. Like, people say I smell so good, right?
Yeah.
But then they're like, how come, like, some white people, and I've met those type of white people.
Well, not all white people smell like dogs. I get that disclaimer, but some, yeah.
I mean, but there's some people that just don't do personal hygiene. Like, I knew a guy once, like, he'd sit on your couch and you'd smell him a week later. You know? Like,
Yeah.
that was something else. That was a stink like, no other.
No, you crazy. You crazy. Okay, I had to ask that. It was something in my brain to ask.
Sorry, I had to sit better.
Yeah, no, but so like,
So hot.
you've been in these relationships. You said that, you know, your parents didn't like the person you were dealing with, right?
Yeah.
So like, I want to ask, you know, two sides to every story, right?
Right.
In relationships. But from your perspective, why do women have a hard time taking accountability?
Oh, we're switching.
Yeah.
We're switching top. I'm sorry.
You good.
Okay. That's why my face looked like that. Yes. Well, when I like hear that, because, you know, on social media, I see stuff like that all the time. And I will also say, I made a comment the other day to somebody where I said, all men. I was like, oh, yeah, typical man. He's like, yeah, all men are like that. And I said, well, my bad.
Yeah.
I just haven't dated a woman in a while, so that's just what I, am jumping to, because if, like, I keep ending up with the same thing, that's, like, how you automatically feel. But that's called catastrophizing. So I don't even think I said that word right. But ultimately, the point in, like, relationships, I've seen multiple people, like, not taking accountability.
So you feel like it's both sides.
It's definitely both sides. And that's why I'm saying it's like we so quickly say, oh, women and all men, when it's the opposite side, because that's what we're dating, right?
Yeah.
So when it boils down to, like, I dated somebody that was non-binary, so they identified with more, like, feminine, like, emotions traits too. And there was no accountability there at all. Yeah, no, but, like, you're still... there was no accountability at all, but, like, you're still a man, and it was...
But from a man perspective, life feel like women don't take accountability because, and I'm not bashing women before I say this, but, like, from my own experience too, like, some men be logical thinkers and some women be emotional thinkers. And sometimes when a woman be in her emotions a lot, it just makes us men feel that, okay, they not hearing me. They're not trying to take accountability because
I'm the villain.
Yeah, so
I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, because like a woman, like, they go to like 0 to 100 at times. Not all women, but some women. And then too, like it be their pride in a way. right? A woman have a big
Yeah.
pride. It's that like they be prideful to admit like, you know what, I was in the wrong, or you know what, you
Yeah.
right. Like you being a woman, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, why is that? Why do some of you women have a big pride? What?
I don't. Well, like I wear my heart on my sleeve.
All right.
So there's certain things like if you're gonna tell me some information, you just gotta. It's all about the delivery. Like I think a lot of times people just want to be able to say things how they want to say them, you know. And I know there's times where I've even like been, you know, to suggest, okay, well, I would have responded better if you would have said it,
Yeah.
you know, led with this or said it this way, and just to know for the future, because that's what it is about, building and growing and learning each other and like creating your communication. Because what's the point otherwise?
All right.
Because it's an investment for sure, but you're not just supposed to be fighting and just adapting.
So when a man like, you know what you say is what you say is how you say it. When they say it in the wrong way, it makes you shut down.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like, I had somebody that's like, they said, you know, they led with like the worst piece of information. I hung up the phone. And then I called back and I'm like, I'm sorry. That was just, but it was like, why did you lead with that?
Yeah.
Feel me? Like, you know, some stuff, it's going to have an emotional response. And we as humans know that. And we can't just go into a situation where I'm just going to say what I want to say because I said what I said.
All right.
No. And then it's like, I had a falling out with a friend. That's a woman. We had a falling out. And at the end of the day, I just felt taken advantage of, you know? And I just kind of felt like I was being belittled and like checked too at the same time. That was just like my perspective of it. But all said and done, that's the only thing I said to you in our argument. But you called me out my name, you threatened me, and were saying you were gonna like beat all on my face. First of all, nice try. You see this chin? I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
But no,
I
I'm
get it.
just, I'm just saying it's just like I had an emotional response to that because it was like, why are you trying to antagonize me?
So you
and
feel
talk to me?
like, so she feel like she was doing all that and just not trying to take
And it-
accountability and
yeah.
shit like that. It'd be like that. Some people
be like that.
But like what I learned too, like a lot of people don't like to sit in a hot seat when they, you know, when they get called out. It's like a lot of people. The older I get, I realize that I'm not gonna say the more older I get. Since I'm older, I realize that people do not like criticism.
They do
And
not.
They don't like.
They don't
hearing
like
about themselves.
rejection.
Yeah,
Do
two
not
things:
like
rejection,
rejection.
and criticism. And that shit is so. It's not crazy, but I understand it. Like for me, I can take criticism, but I've always been criticized since I was a kid, so I'm kind of used to it. But if you're not used to being criticized, it takes they looking at it as just like, okay, you're either hating, or you just whatever they got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I want to ask you this. So you feel like it's both men and women who don't take accountability, right? So what do you think people can do what do you think people can do better to take accountability?
Just, you know, grow, find better coping skills, better
Okay.
communication skills. I mean, try like I've done group therapy, and then the segment on it was cognitive distortion.
Explain
And
that.
you-
No, keep going. You can
Okay,
explain
yeah,
it.
cognitive distortions, and it's just about counteracting those like anxious thoughts we have,
Okay.
and you know, kind of twisting it around. So instead of thinking like, "Oh my God, why does this always happen to me?" being like, "Okay, what next? All right, let me just
Right.
go to the next step."
Right.
You know, and then two with stuff, I tend to like overthink. So it's like someone will say something to me and they don't feel like they need to tell me all the details, right? But
I hate
then
that.
leads to too much. And then I'm overthinking, and then it's just escalating, and it's just like, why not be more having a more open space?
Yeah. No, that's good. That's good. Cause like, I hate that too. Like, I hate when somebody tell me like, oh, somebody said this, but they not gonna tell me, or somebody came to me and said this. Like, I'm gonna say this. My mom had came to me one time. She was like, yeah, somebody came to me or something you had posed. Okay, who said it? She don't want to tell me. That really irks my gears. Cause like, why are you even? Don't bring it to my attention. You're not gonna share it with me. Then I get to overthinking. Now I'm being a investigator. I'm looking at mutual friends, and you know what I'm saying. So it's just like,
Absolutely.
yeah. So it's just like, I hate that shit.
Like
I
the
hate that shit.
FBI.
Yeah, no, for real. So it's just like, then you put two together, like, oh, okay.
I
But
knew
yeah,
it the whole time. That's how I
right,
feel.
right. So, no, definitely, man. You know what I'm saying? And, accountability is not easy to do, but, I feel like it helps you grow as a person. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. It helps you just do better next time.
Right.
Nobody's perfect. We make mistakes.
Right, and there's something that I've been telling myself when I get criticized. Sometimes I do get uncomfortable. I do get upset depending on what was said. But sometimes I gotta ask myself, okay, like, is it true? Or sometimes I gotta reflect on it, on why they said it. And once I'm doing all these steps, talking to myself, like you said, having good coping mechanism, that helped me to really identify, okay, I see why they say it. Let me change it. And the reason why I love criticism, just because I don't wanna be out here looking crazy. And one thing I hate about giving people criticism to people who think they know it all, it's just like, damn, you know what I'm saying? It makes them even more look bad. And I don't want to be that person. You know what I'm saying? Even when I started this podcast, there's people who gave me constructive criticism. And I needed that to help me to be a better interviewer, to ask better questions, be more engaging on my conversations and shit like that. But hell yeah. But to switch topics, I wanted to ask, like, you have ADHD?
Correct.
So
The H stands for hey.
so what?
I need to
So,
turn,
it's
it's hurting my neck to look at you that way.
No, you good.
I'm like,
So you having ADHD? That's having ADHD. Correct me. Having ADHD, is that like it's hard for you to focus on one thing?
well, and what's kind of sad about it is I wasn't able to fully comprehend the disability until my late 20s, but I'm actually also on the autism spectrum, so I have that sprinkled on top. So I'm just a great time. But the ADHD, I really have a hard time processing information. Definitely with my peers and even people talking to people, I can tell where my disability is, where it holds me back.
So how does it hold you back?
Well, it's just I'm just always a step slower than everybody else. If someone says a joke, I'm not the one that's gonna catch on.
So you're the last person alive.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then it's but I, get just getting older, just gaining more confidence in myself. I've been able to do better in social settings for sure. Because the job that I have to be,
So are you on medication for that, or you just
Absolutely.
Damn.
Adderall, please.
Adderall, please. So what happens if
Sponsor me.
Wait, so what happens if you don't take your medication for ADHD?
Well, because I don't know if you've heard of this, but there was actually a stimulant shortage. So people that needed their medication, were having to wait. So there were times where I had to wait for my medication to get filled just because there was nowhere to get it filled. And it's you just get so sick because you go through withdrawals. So it's just if I don't take it, it's if I'm not going to take it, I have to prepare myself for the withdrawals.
So how does the withdrawals?
It's flu-like symptoms that you experience. Because I've had a really long journey when it came with my anxiety because, as you can imagine, you're having, autism, kind of overstimulation moment. So which sparks your anxiety, and it's I can't calm down,
So you never thought about because I don't like medicine.
Well, no, I was gonna say real quick. So I had a long journey with my anxiety medication.
Okay.
So there have been a couple meds where, because my primary doctor was prescribing, and that's what's really scary, is you have to really find a good doctor that's listening to you, and then you have to know the questions to ask.
Yeah.
And so some of the medications had me in excruciating pain, where my entire body's locking up. And then there's times where I'm experiencing, what's that called? Vertigo, where you're the dizziness, where it's I shouldn't have been driving and working, but I had to, because you can't not go to work with experiencing these side effects.
And that's why I want to ask, you never thought about taking like natural things to deal with what you be dealing with mentally? Because
I have.
oh, okay, because personally, I don't like taking medicine over the counter. Like,
No, me either.
yeah, I don't like that.
I mean, me
shit.
either, but I do
Yeah.
because I've tried. I've tried.
And you said you have. What was the things you was taking, and if it was like, was it helping or not?
I mean, there was, I mean, I can't remember like because this is
Yeah.
years in the making. So, but
Okay.
like just some, healthy supplements, vitamins, too, like natural remedies, but and just like they say like do Tai Chi. I didn't try Tai Chi, but
Yeah.
they say stuff like that, and yoga, and just meditation, relaxing music or whatnot. But it's just like your mind needs it. Sometimes you have to just accept the help,
Yeah.
I've also really grasped that some people really, need the medication, but the process to get it, it's, difficult. It's a difficult journey.
I see.
So the anxiety medication I'm on now is Lexapro. Again, Lexapro, sponsor me. And, that's been such a great fit for me.
Okay.
But it was like the trial of meds that it took me to get there.
Okay. Yeah, no, yeah, I have bad anxiety, but I don't use no meds or nothing like that. Thank God for that. But yeah, I'm real big on like using like natural shit, cause like all these meds is just they, not to get off topic, but like the doctors, that's how they make their money when us being on depression medication and anxiety pills and shit like that. So I put the effort of doing my research on what can I take naturally to deal with it. Because when you think about it, anxiety is natural. You know what I'm saying? Like it's common. I should say. I don't say it's natural. It's common.
It's your body's response.
Yeah, it's just because sometimes what I'm learning that it's just that fear, and that fear is so it's a delusional fear that what you're like worrying about, it might not even happen that way. You know what I'm saying? You think about the biggest what ifs, and I believe that's what kind of like why people be so stuck in that hole of they're learning that anxiety control their actions and shit like that. I had to learn that as I got older.
Yeah.
But yeah, so like you having ADHD, has that stopped you from living life? Not stop you from living life, but did it stop you from doing certain things that you want to do in your life?
No. Because honestly, I mean, it was just delayed. But what really pushed me through was becoming a mother.
Oh.
It was like me and her father, before she was born, before she was the concept, we had said, like, we want to be better people, and that, like, a child was, like, what we wanted, like our family, that's what we wanted. So, and we had been together, like, a few years, like, at that point.
Okay.
So, but once, our baby came, let's just say, like, I got my license, I had got a car, like an apartment, I moved out. Like, it's like all these things were boom, boom, boom happening for me. Like, I was just like, just knocking it out, and her dad just wasn't following me. You know what I mean? Following with me. Like, he just wasn't trying to build it, And so, sadly, like, I had to call it quits, but.
Yeah, unfortunately. Okay.
It's just like, he definitely was holding me back and was one of the reasons why I ended up going back on medication.
Wow.
Because I was without ADHD medication for years.
Then you think that his action triggered you to?
Well, I remember being at the WIC office. Like, this ain't even like the doctor.
Yeah.
I'm breaking down to the WIC office ladies. Like, I'm so overwhelmed, and I'm breastfeeding at the time. That was a whole nother nightmare. And then it's like, I got so much going on. I can't take these meds because I do have a heart condition. So, like, again, certain meds, their side effects have an effect on, my heart. So I had to go off of one of my ADHD meds because of my heart.
Yeah.
So but the Adderall hasn't spiked it. But, like, sadly, I had to start on Ritalin.
Okay.
And Ritalin ate me alive. I lost like 40 pounds.
Damn.
So I was 102 pounds.
So I want to ask, your daughter, does your daughter have any ADHD symptoms, or she perfectly
No, she's
fine?
thriving.
She's thriving? Okay, that's
She's
good.
thriving. She's so smart.
How old is your daughter?
She will be 7 in September. I have a Virgo, so very organized.
Oh, she's a Virgo.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Interesting.
Very determined. Can't tell her nothing.
You Virgo too?
No, I'm an Aries.
I'm not really. I'm not really into that zodiac sign shit.
I mean, what you gotta say is you can't tell me that people born in a certain, like the same times of the year
Right.
aren't gonna have similar personalities.
I don't think so.
You know, like a summer kid, a summer baby, and a winter baby, y'all act different. A spring, I'm a spring, you know, I'm
Yeah.
a spring baby. Like y'all summer babies spoiled.
Really? No, I mean,
Spoiled.
nah.
Y'all have some lit birthday parties. I'm talking full
Oh,
parties.
yeah,
What do
nah,
I
yeah.
get? It snowed on the day I was born.
Yeah,
Snowed.
summer birthdays the best birthdays. I would hate to have my birthday in the fall. I would hate that shit.
Well,
That
the
should be,
fall, yeah.
that should be
My
so depressing. I'm
My
like, damn.
daughter's birthday lands on like the first day of school.
Yeah, that shit. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I like my birthday. Like my birthday lands in the middle of the summer. Let's go. You know what I
Right.
mean? But nah, I'm not really into zodiac signs just because what really irritates me. What really irritates me about certain people is they always blame their zodiac signs.
Oh.
Like, I'm a water sign, so that's why I'm so emotional. Or,
Oh, wait,
I'm
are you a Pisces?
no, I'm not a Pisces.
Well, that's a water sign. That's only why.
But
I
no,
guess.
but I'm just saying, I'm a
Which one?
Cancer, but I'm just saying.
You're. Oh my god. I'm
Yeah.
just kidding. I'm kidding.
But
I'm
I'm
kidding.
saying,
I'm
or some
kidding.
people be
I
like,
have
oh, well,
some of my best friends are Cancers.
No, you good. So some people be like, oh, this reason why I act this way because my sign is that. Like, shut up. Like, I believe, this is my opinion, we all have similar traits. Either you're a good person or you're a bad person.
Yeah.
Good people have similar traits, right?
You know-
Bad people got similar,
Here's an
same
example.
with
A
that.
horse girl.
A who?
A horse girl.
What is that?
A stereotype. They're all the
Never heard
same. They're like into
Yeah.
horses.
That's what I'm saying.
And
Everybody.
horses scare me.
Yeah, but I don't believe in that. That's just my opinion. That's
No,
my
I
yeah.
get it.
So like you having this ADHD, I ain't gonna say a problem. You having this condition or you
It's a
have
disability.
disability. Okay, that's thank
Yeah.
you. So you having that disability, did that kind of like affect you in relationships?
Absolutely.
Like how?
It does cause like partners of mine to be very like impatient with me, you know, because they be thinking like I'm just trying on purpose to not understand, and I'm like, nah, bro,
What you
I'm
mean, like-
slow. Like I don't know. Just
Oh,
kidding.
so they think they
You know, like I was like, I'm sorry, I don't understand the analogy you're giving me. You know, it's not clicking. It's just not clicking. It's not the way whatever you're saying is just not making sense to me. And they were like, nah, you're just actively like trying not to understand.
Okay. And I want to ask you this because you said you wasn't on your ADHD medicine for a while, right?
Yes.
How long you wasn't on that medication? If you can remember.
From the age of 15, 16 to 25.
Okay. All right. So you was on there for like good. You was
No,
on,
I lied. I did trial it again. I forgot. I tried it in high school. They trialed it on me. Then it was like 2021. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Or 1920. Because I then tried it in college.
Okay.
Tried it again.
So, for when you wasn't on it, how were you was feeling for that time period?
When I wasn't on it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just wasn't like doing well. I wasn't thriving. I wasn't
Really?
getting anything done. I felt like, like I was kind of stuck in a rut.
Really? For that time when you wasn't taking it, you just feel stuck. You saying?
Yeah, but I mean, also I
Wow.
had like my daughter too, though. But,
I'm saying
like,
way before you had a kid. That's what I'm asking.
Oh, like, and I didn't have it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It's just I would have spurts of just motivation, and then it just fizzle out.
Okay.
Like I wasn't happy with like the person I was. Definitely.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I asked you this in a different way. With ADHD, that's for people who just don't comprehend faster, right? Or just they get
Like distracted, like the typical.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay, I
like
get
it's
it.
hard to focus, stay on topic, stay in one location. Maybe like I get like antsy after a while.
Oh, shit, I think we all got ADHD. Like I know.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean,
Yeah.
I think to a degree, that's probably the reason too. There was like the stimulant crisis because people were like overdiagnosed. Maybe I heard
Yeah.
that was a theory, but I mean, I was diagnosed twice. I thought they were lying to me. Just kidding.
Yeah, you good.
I had to do a psych eval for the DVR program, because like there's some resources to really get you started with like a job and whatnot, but then kind of after that, if you can like make noodles and shower, like you're on your own. You know, there's
Okay.
not like a lot of stuff for people like me that just want to just make my life, you know, just more smooth, I guess.
Yeah.
You know. So it's like, yeah, the stuff at home that like someone with that disability would struggle with, you know, they can't help me with stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they'll help you set up a job for sure.
You know, so crazy because yesterday I was studying for my hazmat test because my hazmat was expired, and I'm like, I'm supposed to be studying. I'm on my phone on TikTok. I'm like, damn, let me get off my phone. Let me, you know what I'm saying? So I'm realizing like, damn, I look got ADHD. So I had a slow moment in me asking you what the fuck ADHD is. But anybody, I want to ask you this before we even wrap it up. So like, anyone like who's struggling with a disability,
Yeah.
what's your message to them to keep going? Because I see that it didn't stop you. Because you I mean, not to put your business out, but you have a job, you have a career. I'm not gonna put your business out. You have a career,
Yeah.
so you didn't let that stop you. So what's your
Yeah.
message to someone that's listening?
So, because a lot of times, like people that I've spoken to, like at work and whatnot, is just like a feeling of, you know, I can't do it. You know, they can only go so far.
Yeah,
And it's just like, literally, whatever you put your mind to, like but you know, you just gotta know yourself too, and like just keep working at it. It took
Yeah.
me like so many times to get past like my written test for my driving test, that I took years to, you know, do that in-person driving test, right?
yeah.
I passed it the first time. When the guy told me I passed, I said, shut up. You know how long it took me to get here? And he was like, well, don't you feel silly? Yes, sir. I do feel silly. Like,
Yeah.
it's just a nuts feeling, like how you are your own worst enemy.
Yeah, yeah. Well, like, so like, why are you talking? I want to ask you this part. Like, what's the misconception of people with ADHD?
That, you know, it's just someone that's hyper, but like, or use it as an excuse, you know? Because some people do be milking it, like, you
Yeah.
know, because, I mean, like I said, like, you know, I've done it, so it's like to see people, you know, not try and then still use an excuse, kind of, you know, that actually like frustrates me.
Okay.
And two, what frustrates me is when people use it, like, I'll be like, can you not appropriate my disability, please? They'll be like, oh, ha, 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 I got ADHD, but not diagnosed. Then you don't have it.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like,
Yeah.
and then it's like, it was, to get where I'm at, I mean, that was a long road.
Yeah.
So, and it's just like, you know, I just found a way to make it work for me. And that's, you know, you got to find your
Word.
niche, you know?
So when because you was born with this, right?
Absolutely.
So like, were you like in special ed and stuff like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah, me too. I was in special ed.
Absolutely. At Milwaukee Special School, that's where,
Okay.
that was my place.
Okay, yeah, I was in special ed too because of my speech impediment.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I have I still have it to this day. Sometimes, like certain words, I have a hard time saying. Like I gotta like sign it out. Someone like certain words that
Yeah.
I have a hard time saying. Like I need somebody to break it down so I can say correctly. Like it were times where, like I didn't know how to I didn't know how to pronounce the word integrity.
That's a hard one.
Yeah, so I had to like I had to go on
It's got
Google.
consonants in
And
it.
I had to look how it's pronounced. I had to ask Google how to pronounce. You know,
yeah.
So certain words I have a
Yeah.
hard time pronouncing.
No, I understand that.
Or sometimes, like for me, shit, I can't come and just ask you a straight question. Like prime example, I can ask you, like, Emma, I can't just go. I'm stuttering now. I cannot ask you a question without saying certain words without stuttering. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because it's my brain want to say everything all at once and I have to take my time when I talk. Even when I be
Yeah.
doing these interviews, I have to take my time. Like I feel my brain when it starts, stuttering.
If it makes you feel better, I have like this issue with word association.
Word.
So I don't know. I almost don't want to give the example because I don't want to
Yeah.
keep doing it. But it's like I'll say One Direction, like the band, by accident. Like just because I'm saying one and then something one way, you know, whatever. And then I'm like, I don't know why I just said that.
Yeah.
You know, I'll say words and I'm like, I don't even know why I just said that. That wasn't even the one that I was thinking of.
Yeah. Yeah. Nah.
So-
And then too, like growing up in special ed too, like
But
I
and, we're,
didn't.
and we're lumped with the badass kids.
Yeah, but see, like
I almost got in so many fights.
nah, but see, were you embarrassed to be in special ed? I know I was.
No.
Hell
I didn't.
yeah.
I mean,
Like,
I didn't
because,
know.
like, no,
I didn't know. I didn't know.
Man, I know.
You
because,
know,
like,
I didn't know the difference.
The most embarrassing thing, you could be in your classroom, send it down, then your teacher come in to grab you, and motherfuckers know why you leaving the classroom.
Oh.
Man, I used to hate that shit.
Here's the twist.
Yeah.
I was homeschooled.
Oh, so you really got the experience like that.
No. My
Okay.
mom just held me back in 3rd grade, but so it's not ideal. You
Okay.
like your eyes, not like you had a better experience.
Oh, so I'm like,
And
shit.
I'm like, well, I got held back by my mom in 3rd. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay.
But no, she had me go really for like English and math. I
Okay.
really struggled with math. So I had to go, you know, certain days throughout the week or whatever. And
Yeah.
then, but in high school, it's from 6th grade and on, I was in school.
Okay.
But they didn't have those resources at the elementary school I was in. They just
Yeah.
called us stupid. And then in high school I was in that, but
Okay.
it really wasn't because at that point, again, they just put all the bad kids in there too. So you
Yeah.
either a bad kid or you got special disability.
Yeah. No, yeah, man, yeah. My situation was different because like I went to Thoreau, and like certain subjects, I say certain subjects that they had taught at that school,
Right.
I wasn't in that class. So if they got reading, so what I can remember about Thoreau, we had different teachers that teach different subjects.
Yeah.
So we didn't have one teacher teach all subjects. So when it's time for me to learn about math, I go to the special ed, or reading, I go to special ed, English special ed. So like for a while, like I didn't feel normal. You know what I'm saying? Like I see how the teachers like treated me compared to the fucking regular students. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think when I got into high school, when I got to my junior year, I should say, that's when I actually felt normal because this teacher named Miss Green, she the one who kind of like recognized, like, you don't need to be in here. Like, why you in special ed? You know what I'm saying?
All right, Miss Green.
Yeah, shout out to her. So like, she was like the first person that made me feel like, I don't know, like a regular kid. Because all my
Right.
life I was criticized and talked about. And that's why I believe that's one of the reasons why I can't take criticism, because of what I had growing up, the disability and shit like that. People telling me I couldn't do it. And crazy, I'm not to be long with it, but it's crazy because like, it's crazy how God works, because as a kid I had a speech impediment. Now look at me, like I got a whole fucking podcast now.
Right.
Crazy what God can do.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I asked you about your ADHD, because sometimes, you know, people allow negative labels to stop them, and then we be in our own head and thinking that it is true. Because at one point in my life, I thought that was me, of the negative labels
Yeah.
people
And
put
people
on me.
try to really, like when people find out you have ADHD too, they just think they're better than you
Really?
off the bat. Yeah. The craziest example was because I actually to this day have an active CNA license, because that's actually like the career, if I could afford it, I would go back to.
Yeah.
But, you know, taking care of people, that's just so important to me. But anyway, back to the education portion. The class was hard, okay, because it's an accelerated program, so you got to pick it up or you're out, right? So there was like a segment where I had like basically if I did not pass it, I was out the program. But I passed it. I practiced it really, really hard, and I
Yeah.
did it. Then I was really nervous because we had our big test to do, right? I had my parents help me with it. I had my dad, you know, he helped me be the patient, or he was the patient, you know, walked through it. I passed with flying colors, right?
Yeah.
I'm in the bathroom. I come out, the whole class looking at me. I'm like, what is there shit on my face?
Yeah.
The fuck? Like, why is everyone looking at me? And someone told me that another lady, she did not pass, but she had said, how come a bitch with ADHD can pass and I can't? And I didn't, you know? The only reason why you knew I had ADHD was because you were asking about resources for your daughter, and I was explaining my story to help your daughter get free scrubs from the state. That's the only reason why you knew.
Damn, was she black or white when she said that?
She's white. She was white. Hater.
Damn.
Hater.
And then why would you even say something like that and your kid got the same disability?
her daughter didn't even make it through like week 1.
You know what I'm saying? How come that shit crazy? That's fucked up. How that made you feel? Did you kind of give her a piece of your mind? Or you
Oh, well, she had left. That's the thing. You're going to speak your piece while I'm in the bathroom and then you're going to leave?
So you heard her say it or somebody told you?
So they told me, like more than one person told me, because she said it in front of everybody, just not me, because I was in the bathroom. So this was the best thing. I don't know if that lady still, Mary, if you still at Quality Healthcare and Options, you're my girl. Because I went up there and told her, she was in disbelief. She slapped the desk and was like, nah, we're going downstairs. She went down and made everybody write up a statement. Like, obviously, I don't know what happened, but it was just the fact, like, that she was upset. You know, I
Yeah,
could
that was
tell.
uncalled for.
I could tell she was upset.
Yeah, that was uncalled for. And then, like I said, you got a whole kid, too, with that same problem. Like, motherfuckers just be wilding for even thinking that. Because, you know, yeah, that shit crazy, man. But you doing the damn thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You're not allowing that to stop you. And you got a funny-ass personality. What I like about you is that when you don't try to be funny, you be funny with your face expressions. I don't know if anyone ever told you that.
I've been told that. I've
Yeah,
been told
like,
that.
oh,
My facial expressions be telling it all. And
Yeah,
I
y'all
just,
should be cracking me up. You funny as hell. You funny as hell.
I
But,
tried.
yeah. But that's all the questions I have. I'm glad we had this conversation.
Yeah, no,
This
thank
was
you for
pretty dope.
having me. This
pretty
was
dope.
cool.
I'm glad because I was finna cancel, but I did it.
Yeah, no,
I
I
was
was
finna
not
cancel.
sure.
And I was like, I'm finna go to Chicago. Fuck this. But yeah. So yeah,
Yeah.
we might gotta do this again.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, for
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah.